Jesse, having started so well, just how disappointed are you to be leaving here empty-handed?
Yeah, I mean, in general, the first half was very good from us. So one of our best halves of football. We were on top of the game, and the shame was that we weren't able to manage the game better to get into half at a lead. Honestly, I think we should have been up 2-0 at least by half. They get a set-piece goal, which we take pride in, so we weren't happy about that. And then that allowed them to make some adjustments at half, and then the game was a little bit in the balance for the second half, and they wind up getting the goal, and we're not able to create enough chances. So in the end, it hurts because you walk away with nothing, but for me, it is a step in the right direction, and I'm really positive about our group, and we just need to keep fighting and keep progressing and keep committing to the process, and I believe in this team, no doubt.
You referenced there the fact that Crystal Palace, they scored with their first attempt on goal, really. With the intensity that you play at, do you think when you concede a goal like that, it works the other way? It takes a lot out of the players?
Yeah, maybe, but, we're young. We need to keep maturing. We need to keep understanding how to manage games in this league. That's what you see sometimes when you play teams in this league is they're so clever and the players are very experienced and they know what the games require. But I think that, again, we're moving in the right direction with this team. It doesn't feel like it because we haven't got all the results lately that we feel like we should have gotten. But we're going to, I believe in this group, and I know we're going to get better. So we got to keep pushing and keep demanding the best performances out of guys and finding ways to capitalize in situations when we're on top of the match.
I suppose, speaking of finding ways to capitalise, when you look at that second half, though, where do you think you weren't able to do that?
Well, they made some adjustments. They tried chipping balls into behind our midfield line, and then they were able to now move their team up the field a little bit in some of those moments. But for the most part, we didn't give too much away. Some 1v1 situations on the wing, but I thought we controlled that pretty well. And then when we won balls, sometimes when we tried to play forward, then we weren't able to hold on to balls well enough. That was the reason that I decided to make the change and put Rodri more up top and bring Somerville in. And again, at that moment, the game felt like it was leaning more toward our direction again, and then we gave up the goal, and then we just had to try to find a way to push at the end.
You mentioned there the introduction of Somerville, obviously more minutes into the feet of Patrick Bamford as well today. So as an attacking unit, what do you take from today?
Yeah, Patrick needs to, with his fitness and health now, needs to add sharpness and game readiness, right? So, but obviously big for him to play that many minutes and look good and feel good. And we know that he'll be part of the solution of us finding goals. For me, Cree Somerville's been playing really well and been a big bonus. We get so much out of Rodri, Jack, and Brendan. Luis wasn't here today. He's often been a difference maker for us, so we'll get him back for next match. But, this league is every game is difficult. Every especially away match, you have to almost perform at your best level to even give yourself a chance. So, and the funny thing is, for a lot of that match, we did perform really well, but just came away with nothing.